Good morning guys, Rich from Tiger Fitness here, and today I'm going to take you through an 11-minute workout for your core. All you're going to need is a plate, so we're going to add some weight variation into this movement. You can still do the workout without weight though, so it doesn't matter. This is just there for progression. So the movements we're going to be doing today are Russian twists. We're then going to go into straight arm crunches. We're then going to go from there to reverse crunches, to plank pull throughs, chest lifts, cocoon crunches and sit-ups. 30 seconds work. No rest in between movements, 3.5 minutes in total, 30-second rest from there, and we're going to go around another 2 times, 3 sets in total. Let's get ready to work. Alright, our first movement is going to be a Russian twist. So starting on the ball of our bum, shoulders come back, and we just bring that plate from side to side. As you can see here, the heels are up, but if you need to regress down, if you need to have more control via your core, drop the heels. Keep the core tight, keep the back lengthened, keep the chest up. Last few seconds of this movement before we get ready to go into our crunches and extended arm. So back down, shoulders down to the ground, arms lengthened, we push up through the palms, bring the shoulders back down again, nice and controlled, we reset. We're only coming up to about a 45-degree angle, getting that squeeze, getting that crunch in the core, returning the shoulders back down to the ground again. Reverse crunch is coming next. All you're going to do is pop the plate on the top of your shins, extend the legs out, then tuck those knees all the way back in again. If you need the support underneath that lower back, you can place the hands beneath the lower back, just the top of your bum. It just helps elevate the lower of your back just a tiny little bit. Your next movement coming up is that plank pull through. So you want to pop that weight on the floor, get yourself into a push-up frame. From the outside, using the opposite hand to drag through. Try to have very limited movement in those hips. Squeeze the core in, squeeze the glutes in, squeeze the quads in. Just let that core stabilize. New movement next for us guys, and that's that chest lift. So you want to pop that plate onto your back, make your way down to the ground, secure it with your fingertips, and you're just going to lift that chest off the ground like you would do a Superman. A little bit of a hold there at the top, make it about 1 second to 2 seconds depending on whether you like it or not, and bring that chest back down to the floor again. Prepare yourself for a quick turnaround here as we go into cocoon crunches. We're going to need you on your back with your legs extended and your arms extended, weight in hand. We're going to pull the legs in, pull the arms in, bring the body up so that you're on the ball of your bum. You literally cuddle those knees and then you send the weight back down to the floor again. Final movement in set 1, adjust those sit-ups. So we're going to grab that plate, we're going to bring it into the chest, hug it, and we're going to bring the body up into that sit-up frame. Nice and slow on the way back down again. Lift that chest, lift that chin, control the negative movement as you bring the shoulders back down to the floor. Last movement before we're ready to rest, and there it is, 30 seconds recovery time. Get ready for set number 2. Listen up for that timer, grab your plate and let's get ready for Russian twists in set 2. Just a reminder, if you need to make this movement easier, you can drop those heels down to the ground, or if you want to make it harder, you can create a wider circle with the weight coming higher, putting a little bit more stress on the shoulders. Right, place it back down to the ground for those straight arm crunches. Five more seconds of these before we transition over to your reverse crunches. We're going to bring those heels up into tabletop, place that weight on there, and just kick the heels out again. Take the tension all the way down to the lower foreabs. Three seconds. Then make your way up for that plank pull through. Weight down to the ground, back into that push-up frame. Another quick transition here as we bring ourselves down to the floor for those chest lifts. Weight straight back onto the back, control yourself back down to the ground on the chest, and we're just going to pull the chest up, a little squeeze in that lower back, that's where you want to feel it, and control it back down again. Final movement here, then roll over onto your back. So let's get these cocoon crunches done. If you're finding it difficult moving both your arms and your legs and coming up to the ball of that bum, you can place the legs down and just use the weight to pull the body up. Still cuddle the knees, but control the weight back down again. Try and extend them through the arms as you return them to the floor. Alright guys, start culling that weight and start lifting that back and that chest off the floor. Big squeeze at the top, nice control down for your negative movement. Another 30 seconds rest, set number 2 done and dusted. Loosen that core off, have a bit of a breather and get ready for set number 3. Last set, everything we've got into this one. Russian twist to start. Five seconds before we go into those straight arm crunches. Back comes down, arms go straight. We come up 45 degrees and lower the shoulders back down to the floor, resetting before we start again. Two more seconds. Right, raise those heels up, place the weight on there, and let's kick those heels down. If you want a tiny bit extra here, you can lift the head off the floor, lift the chest off the floor, and that's going to engage your core to work harder. Here comes that quick transition again. Grab that weight, bring it down to the floor, into that push-up frame we go. Plank pull-throughs next. Three seconds, and then we're going to go into those chest lifts. Chest straight back down to the floor. Grab that weight, pop it on your back. Let's do it. Our lower back's probably feeling it now, so just take it easy where you need to. If you find it easier to lose the weight, then lose the weight and get a better rep out. Five more seconds, then we're going to go roll over into those cocoon crunches. Let's see the strongest ones you've done now. And the finale, those sit-ups. Grab that weight, pull it into your chest, and start sitting up for your last 30 seconds of this ab workout. Five more seconds left of this workout. Can you get 2 more reps? Guys, that was my ab workout with an ab weight. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share it on social media. This is an ideal workout to do as well after maybe 20 or 30 minute HIIT routine, just to keep everything going, keep the body moving, and keeping the core tight. It's a good little additional extra. Working core generally doesn't really burn that many calories, but it's really good for strengthening, for toning and defining. So it's always worth adding this to your routine 2 or 3 times a week as a little bit of an added extra, and you will see results. Speak to you soon, people.